Come on, this the part where you play stupid? You gonna play dumb on me?
Okay, what we gonna do? I don't know what we gonna do. We gonna do it. Yeah! Top music up! Top music up! You know you had a rough flight when they clap it when you land. That's crazy.
What? Y'all, when I tell you I have no shame in putting this visor on in this crazy heat, please. It's just unbelievable to me that people are just out here walking. Maybe I've seen people in hoodies. I've seen jackets. No. I don't know if I'll step in here, because I'm curious about the fashions, which is always true. But I'm just trying to dodge some of that heat. When I tell you everywhere the sun touched, I tingled. Burned is probably a more accurate word. People out here is built different. I don't know how they can stand it.
Should I do New York? I can't decide. Fashion week was more your thing than mine. I can't even lie. I'd rather stay inside. I can't do suit and tie.
Ooh, I'm mad I can't put my camera down and just look with y'all.
One thing at a time. I have to learn to hide. One thing at a time.
There's a cute little mock wrap dress. $25 ain't bad. Okay, let me go back because I actually saw a polka dot. There it is. I accidentally spoke because we absolutely hadn't spoken to me. But let me find out H&M all over got issues. Not flattering.
Tell me what it means. I lay my head on my pillow, staring out the window, trying to stop for a sign. It's the reason why you always on my mind. Come around like this, baby, when I see you, when I see you, baby, when I never know when you might walk by. Oh, baby, X's and O's in my notebook, checking how my hair and my nails look. I feel myself in the zone, and you're nervous when you're gone. I say I'm not home. See your face and I hear my favorite song. Should I send an email at home? You're the number one topic on the phone. I wonder if you know, or do you have a clue? Yeah. I lay my head on my pillow, and you got me staring out the window. We were showing the stars outside. What's the reason why? Yeah. You're always sexy boy. You're sexy boy. Hey baby, I don't know. Baby, when something now is taking over me. Yeah.
that they had the zipper to match the outfit. It's a mauvey pinky color. I don't know if you can see that or not. But little details like that make you want to invest a little bit more. Okay, so that's it. Let's go ahead and tally up and see what. Because I would not have tried them on, I bet, if I could see the price first. So let me put my clothes back on and then tally up. Okay, here we go. Of all the things I tried on, this one was my favorite. It's coming in at $40. I can barely even get past that. So if this is 40, then its sister with a different pattern is probably the same. And I didn't lie. Yep, that's another 40, so we're up to 80. She's a cute little simple number. Oh, no price tag. It's free day. I'll have to ask and I'll put it up later. So, still 80. Loved this. Love the color, love the structure. It has structure and at the same time has a little flounce to it. Love, love, love it. See if it helps me back. $30. When I say 80, so we're up to 110. Cool little simple top. I could wear this with shorts or something. I like the army green color on me. $25. Did I say 120? No, I said 110. That's 25, so we're up to 135. Oh, this just had a full goddess kind of look. I can see me wearing little gold heels. 40 again. I keep forgetting what I said. I think I said 135, so another 40. 175. This was so short, I thought it was a top. Y'all saw me pulling on it. Also, 40. Then the shorts, which I didn't think were a good fit, I wouldn't get them. And the pants. I like something cool and breezy, but these are just flat out thin. I wouldn't have even gotten these either. But for the record, 25. And the shorts are 20. I need to hit the table. We're thinking. Let me know what you think I bought.
So can we make this thing ours? You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give everything you need. Say everything. Will you take me, baby?
Okay, I ducked into Whole Foods just to see if I can find some little snacky snacks or something to take back to the hotel. Because sometimes I don't want to eat a meal, but you know how it is, you just want something. So let's see if we can find something. Favorite addiction.
All day long.
Do you?
I love
Okay.
it. That's my workout. I mean, think about it. We're sitting all the time.
That's true.
We like the workout. We embrace the workout.
I embrace handing it over.
All right. Well, then next time you're in Vegas, call for a woman, and you will probably get me.
Oh, really?
Because there aren't a lot of women drivers in the daytime. I do the day shift, they do the night shift. And then, you know, like 5-star drivers, we all kind of stick together. Because we know that people look at that stuff.
We do.
I just hit a milestone yesterday. I hit 1,755 star reviews.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
I count all those things too.
I love it. I think it's motivational for sure.
And I don't think people realize how motivational it can be.
I know. Oh, I do want to tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Until the 9th of this month, we have 2 hacker conventions in town. So, the IT guy who told me this, he's the IT director for MGM.
Uh-huh.
He said, if you just turn your phone on airplane mode, they can't get nothing. I said, okay, done. So I've told everybody that's got in my car. Because how else are you going to know?
You wouldn't. Okay. Matter of fact, while I'm at it, this is the bed I'm not sleeping in. That's the one I'm sleeping in. I didn't have housekeeping come in, not because I didn't want them to. I thought they were going to. But my bed ain't made up. Like, I know when I checked in, they asked me, do you want housekeeping? I was like, yeah, because I feel like that's part of the service I'm paying for. So I wanted it, babe. Let me tell you, it's hot out there. Hot out there. While I got it on my mind, I want to put this memory card in my camera because I'm out there. I set up the angle. Oh, wait a minute. No, can't see none but eyeballs and teeth. Oh, there we go. Turn it that way. Get myself all together. Hit record. There's no card, no memory card in the doggone camera. So I ended up using my cell phone. And I didn't even have the proper holding thing for that, which means I was probably covering up the mic. Y'all couldn't hear me well. I don't even know. One thing I do not like about this DJI is it's so hard to manipulate the memory card. It's hard to put it in. It's hard to take it out. In fact, one day when I was trying to put it in, I accidentally split my thumbnail because that's what I pushed it with. That's why I'm leery to push my fingernails in there, but that's really about what it takes. I have a hairpin I use. Let's see if my key card will do it. Come on, Donnie. I was about to say Donnie and Marie, but it's just Donnie. There we go. Okay, put it in now. Next time I'm ready with it, I got it. Okay, so we left off with being out at H&M. Baby, them H&M prices, I'm like, do y'all think y'all are like Hermes and what else? What can M stand for that's expensive? I don't even know, but you get my point. But I'm like, what, $40? That's why I made a point. I said, when I got my little monkey tail in here and I look at the clothes, because a lot of times I'll look, first thing I'm looking at price tags. So how come I didn't do it today? Well, because I went to the tables. Y'all know I play a little craps. And I had won me a little piece of change. So I won back the money I bought in with, plus some more money. I cashed that out, and then I'm back to the money. I'm back to another $100 extra that I can play with. So what I'm gonna do, I actually bought in for $200. I did 200 shaking dollars because I sure didn't want to lose it. I bought in for my little $200, and then I ended up winning. And when I cashed out, I could have cashed out $400, but I didn't. I just cashed out the $300. So I got my $200 back plus the other $100, and then here's another $100. It's like $105. So I won like $405. Or I came away with $405. I only won $205. That's how I counted anyway. So I spent, all that to say, I spent $100 of it out there. And I did buy some things. I wonder if I bought what y'all think I bought. If you think I bought that one chocolate dress, I did. I like the way it looked. It was just a little bit poofy here, but that's because it was hanging on the hanger. I don't know if y'all will see that, but it's still poofy from the hanger. So before I wear it, I'll just make sure I spritz it with a little water and let the fabric shrink back up. If you think I bought that little Tahitian dream, I did. It's a cute little flouncy bouncy. It just, I already know when I go to somebody's beach, please, she's coming with me. So I got that too. And then just a little, oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. Baby, I was in the Uber eating my ice cream up. I probably ate about half that tub. I'll be paying for it later. I will. I'm looking over at it. I got some butter pecan. It was like my core got hot. And I think I only walked maybe a blockish or something like that. Walk my happy tail. Well, first I was going to Ulta just to be a little nosy. And I was like, even if I see something, I can't really buy it because 3 ounces or less on the plane, right? So I looked over and I was like, I see green letters, but you couldn't really make them out. I leaned forward. I said, girl, you can do this. You can walk these 25 little funky steps. I know my pedometer low for today because, baby, as little as I could walk, that's how much I did walk. But yeah, I went and got that tub of ice cream, tore it up. And then while I was waiting on my Uber in the doorway area, she turned out to be a nice lady. Her name was Wendy, right? I signed up for women drivers only because I was like, if I can help a woman, let me do that. I have not had a problem with any of the male drivers, but it's just a woman thing. You just kind of, I don't know, I want to help one wherever I can, right? So anyway, while I'm waiting on her, it was funny. She said, are you waiting on Uber? Are you the ride? And she goes in, because it's Whole Foods, and they've got where you can do your Amazon return. And she going in there returning. She, this is right on time. This is perfect. And she ended up being a friendly person, good to ride with, good conversation, very informative. She told me some piece about keeping your phone on airplane mode. So I was like, oh, let me make sure I share that. But baby, there was nothing elegant about me in that cab. I'm listening while she talking, just busting that ice cream down. My core was hot. I'm finally cool now, but it's all to the good. But last thing I bought was that yellow dress. Super simple, nothing to it. Just a little throw on with a half bra, be on my way, you know? But I liked it. I liked the way it fit loose and airy and just simple and nice. But those are the 3 pieces I ended up buying, y'all. It cost $108. Yeah. And I swear I'm feeling like somebody well, I ain't gonna say Temu, I'm cutting my ties with Temu, but I feel like I could have gotten it much, much cheaper. I'm so used to cheaper fashion, y'all. But even when I was getting it like this, I can throw in my little jellies or something. No big deal with that. Those gold heels that I recently wore to a party, those will look nice with either one of these. And they're just my flirty, airy vibe. They a little bit quick. They's a little bit quick. When I turned around, I almost was looking for the pimple on the booty, but I couldn't find it. We wasn't quite that high, but it's a little bit quicker than I like. But she grown, she can be sexy. So that is what we got from there. I'm about ready to wash my face. I feel like I should be grimy just from being that hot. But the crazy part is I now finally agree with some of the people, because when I was at the airport, there was a guy and I saw him. I was like, yeah, I'm interested in getting a ride to the hotel. Y'all got a shuttle? What y'all got? How does that work? And I realized this dude works outside with more hot cars driving by for an 8-hour shift. That's what he does for a living. And I look up at his forehead because I just knew it was going to be just dotted up with sweat. Nothing there. So I was like, how are you out in this heat and you're not sweating? It's too hot to sweat. It was like it evaporates. It probably peeks his head out and then bam, it's gone. I said, yeah, that makes sense. But the air is blowing out there and it literally feels like somebody's just putting a blow dryer on your face. Yesterday when I came back from being outside, I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were red. They were so dry. I'm like, these people are built different. But you know what I still saw? I saw the same thing you see in your city, wherever you is. Because it's everywhere I go. I saw teenagers wearing hoodies. And the hoodie was on. We rode by multiple people. Them little boys had on their hoodie. They had on their ball cap. First of all, they had the hoodie on their body, ball cap, and the hood of the hoodie over the... How? How are you not falling out? You drive by and the signs even say heat advisory. I bet it is. But yeah. Hats off to them. They built different. But I got my Sims card in there. I almost don't know why, because I ain't going back out. Hello, sunshine. We are back home. Yay, obviously. Had a good time in Vegas. Did my little shopping. Ate like a fool. I tell you, not before I even landed in Vegas, I was already at the airport. Oh, and let me explain that. I took a plane, cheap one. I got lucky. Cheaper, I should say, because they ain't all them $59 planes that Southwest used to have. They ain't got that no more. But anyway, uh, did my mystery prize. Remember now, for anybody new, let me tell you, I had the lady go to various cities because flying out of Kansas City, which is where I am, I forgot where I was. I think I was going to go to New Orleans. So Kansas City, Chicago, and maybe even Denver. They was all going to be New Orleans, and I didn't want to go back to New Orleans. And then they had, I forgot where, but it was some other cities telling me that, oh, you can go to Atlanta. I was just there like a month or two ago. And I'm going to be back there before the year is out. So I don't want to do that. And where else? Houston. I'm going to be there too. It's like, and somewhere else they said, I forgot, but whatever the city was, I had been there. They didn't say Miami because I've been in Miami, but I'd go there again. I was hoping since it had to be stateside, it would at least be New York, Miami, somewhere either I haven't been or I want to go back too soon. The other cities I've been to or something like that, which I guess, you know, or San Francisco. I just think San Francisco is such a pretty city. But anyway, I got my happy parts back home. Let me turn my oven back on. I stay wanting to forget that. And I'm going to make some more of my stuffed salmon minus the Tonys. Girl, y'all have me cracking up on some of them comments. First of all, somebody said I was sweet and hood. I was like, the hood I wanted to object to, but hey, she wasn't lying. So I'm not even ashamed of my hood background. I just be thinking, you know, I thought I had thrown it in the back and y'all couldn't see it no more. But I had that mixing up this is cottage cheese. I've already emulsified, folding in some thawed spinach this time, yay. And I've already grated up some cheese. But yeah, it was that. What else? Oh my goodness. Somebody was talking about how Tony did that to them too. I'm like, not only was he choking me up, but he was two-timing me for the streets. Yeah, no, we don't like that. And then another one, somebody said, now that's a good, well, first of all, I was reading it. And I think it said something like, you didn't have to do Tony like that or something like that. And then at the end it said, that's a good seasoning, Savannah. I was like, wait, what? I had to go back and reread it. Then I had to read it in that mama voice. That's a good seasoning, Savannah. So I was like, what kind of classmates do I have? Y'all are off the chain. But I was cracking up off of all of it. So anyway, I'm glad y'all had a good laugh. Y'all sure gave me a good laugh right back, putting in some of my almost cooked shrimp. And yeah, we're resuming life. I'm back here in KC before it's time to go to work. I ain't sad about being back in KC. I'm sad that it's almost time to go to work. I don't know, I'm always sad and happy. This cheese I grated double smoked that I get from Aldi is so doggone good, y'all. But anyway, yeah, I'm happy. I'm thankful that I have a job because goodness knows it's rough out there. A lot of people are losing their jobs. That's a part of why. Because we all have stuff going on in our lives, you know what I mean? So I try not to have just heavy videos. I might talk about something at some point, whether it's, you know, being safe when you travel solo or something like that. But I try my best to at least bring a smile to y'all's faces. So I'm glad for that. And I appreciate it when y'all write back to me and let me know how things are received. But Vegas, I think I left off at, because it's been a couple of days. First of all, when I came back home, it was raining cats and dogs. I could not sleep when I got in because it was just so loud. And then at one point, my electricity went out. My clocks are wrong. The time is off. I haven't reset. I'm just lazy. I haven't even finished unpacking my suitcase. You want to know the whole truth. I took out the things I need and left some of the things I don't. I tell you what I did take out. I took out the outfits that I got at H&M because everything in Vegas is expensive. This is my theory. And so if I go to the H&M in Kansas City and they got them same dresses but cheaper, I'm gonna return them or just flat out ask for the difference. I don't care. I'll let them know what I'm doing. Sazon, garlic powder, onion powder, Obey, and like I said, I ain't fooling with Tony's no more. On the back side, I already put a little Cajun just to give it some kick. I also put a little bit in my emulsified cottage cheese. But yeah, why wouldn't I want to save on that if I can? So that's the plan. I don't care if I did win some money. So get this, what I didn't show y'all too was before I left, I'm coming downstairs. Mind you now, I stayed at Harris and they have a Ruth's Chris's there. So I'm like, I'm looking at, they had a mirror on the outside. I want to say you got to catch an elevator. Yeah, we went downstairs on the elevator to go to the restaurant. Who is we? I'll tell you that in a second. But anyway, I'm looking at the menu and I'm like, oh, okay. I might give me a little Ruth Chris, you know. I like Ruth's. And as I'm standing there, a gentleman comes up and he was like, I have a comp and I need to use it within the next, I forget how many days he's there. He might still be there. I want to say 3 days. So he had another 3 days and he was like, I'd like to take you to dinner. It's more than enough for me to eat. And it was, which told me, ooh, he gambled heavy or he got comped heavy or he won heavy. I don't know which was. But I heard you, child. But yeah, the plan was to go there, but he needed a reservation. So he ended up making a reservation for the next day. And he was like, you know, I wish you could stay. What if I changed your flight? What if, no, you're a little too desperate for that, baby. No. Ooh, I could still put some more stuff in there. But anyway, we ended up not going to Ruth's Chris. We walked right into another restaurant at the Link. And for some reason, I just thought the Link and Harris were connected casinos. And maybe they really are. But anyway, he ended up paying out of pocket at the Link versus he would have been able to just do a comp at Ruth's Chris. Oops, I knew I cut that wrong. It's still gonna be good. I tell you what, I don't know nothing about no stuffed salmon recipe. I'm pretty sure it does not call for cottage cheese and some of the stuff I like to add. But anyway, we go over there and it was a decent dinner, but I understood why we were able to walk right in. That part I got. The gentleman himself, he was a nice enough guy. He called himself Dominic. No, I'm lying. He wasn't Dominic. Yes, he was. He was Dominican. No, I am lying. He was Puerto Rican. That's what he was. Because he had asked me if I'd been to the PR, not the DR. For some reason, I feel like the DR is where more crime or disappearances or something was happening. I don't know. Don't get me lying. But I've been to neither one of them. And so, anyway, you know, we had a little bit of conversation. I didn't whip out my camera because I couldn't really get a feel for if and how things were going to go. And my thing is, if I should meet a gentleman, which honestly I'm not interested in doing, I'm not going to hold you. Now, he said something about eating at Ruth's Chris's for free. I'm looking at the appetizer. Appetizer that I wanted alone was $35. Hadn't even had a meal, hadn't had a cocktail, so yeah, I'm gonna let you pay. I don't mind being that woman. Yeah, I don't mind. Let me pop this in. Uncovered and on $4.25. But anyway, y'all, switching subjects because I can't keep my mind on nothing, apparently. I went to Dollar Tree when I came back. Well, let me just stay on one topic. Here we go. So anyway, I didn't have my camera because I feel like if a man gets to know me or he wants to get to know me and he looks on my channel, he's going to understand a whole lot more about me right off rip than I'll be able to ascertain about him. And I don't want to give anyone that advantage. He's going to know of course, my political views. I mean, you can almost guess that I'm a part of the 92. But when I tell y'all, it's a lot of people out here that you would think would have the sense to be a part of the 92, or at least they weren't a part of the 92 and then got messed over and then shifted over. But anyway, he would know my stance on that. He would know my stance on the LGBTQIA, sorry, where's my water? Community, you know what I'm saying? So he would just know too much. And it would give him an advantage of pretending that he's one person that he might not be, or embellishing something he may kind of ish be. So for that reason, I didn't want to pull my camera out. All that said, he was actually quite boring. He reminded me of, what is that movie? Think Like a Man, might be 2, 1, I don't even know which one. I think it was the first one, where Taraji goes on a date with my husband in my mind, Morris Chestnut. I just say that, but he's married to another woman. It ain't nothing attractive for real about a married man to me. But that man is and forever will be fine to me. He fine. But when he was talking a whole lot about himself, that's what that guy did. So yeah, no, thank you. I gave him that Google number that I'm not even sure still works. In fact, I think it doesn't, because you got to use it within 30 days, and ain't nobody asked me for my number. Well, I have not given anyone my number in the last 30 days, so I don't even know. I might have to get a new Google number, child. All right, so fast forward, came back home, couldn't get a good night's sleep, all the rain, blah, blah, blah. And then my granddaughter came over, Lordy. And let me go back just to one more second too. I stay going back and forth. What time did I don't even know what time it really is. I like to look to see, so I know about how long I'm gonna cook my salmon so it's nice and flaky. But anyway, talking about how that referred to Think Like a Man, him talking about himself, I feel like, and that's a good seasoning, Savannah, I swear. I was talking to my girlfriend about this today, and she was like, I don't know about that. I think she's wrong. But I was telling her, if at some point in your day, first of all, if you call yourself a black woman, and at some point in your day, some kind of conversation, some kind of memory, whatever, doesn't make you think of, I know I just said Think Like a Man, but I'm not counting that. I'm going to say three films. If it does not make you think of A Line in the Color Purple, A Line in, what's that movie? I'm looking at Whitney's face and everything. I just finished saying it. That's a good seasoning, Savannah. Oh, Waiting to Exhale. So if it doesn't make you think of, let me go back and say it for real, like it really goes, because I just know I'm right on this. If there's something that doesn't make you reference The Color Purple, and I feel like I gotta put a at the end of it, Waiting to Exhale, or The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, I swear, the lies, so ghetto. So, like, it's just always something. If something in your day doesn't make you think of one of them 3 movies, I gotta question how black you is. Like, we gotta have a discussion. Do I need to take your black card? And I'm gonna tell you, once it gets revoked, you're never getting it back, because it never should have got taken in the first place. But anyway, what have I done since I've been back? Like I said, I got laundry. I'm looking at my couch because the laundry is sitting on my couch waiting to be folded. I got laundry on my couch. I got my suitcase still waiting to be finished up with the unpacking, because I need to wash the stuff that's in there. And that's about it. I'm lying. I have accomplished stuff. My granddaughter and I went to the car wash. She was so sweet. She was helping me out with that. I think you might have to press a little harder to make sure, it comes out. Oh, nice. Oh, that's going to be so shiny. Then we went over to IHOP. That girl's hungry, swinging that door. There you go, that was a good crawl. Put a drop on mine over here and see if it crawls. What did we do yesterday? Yesterday we didn't do anything. She just put the serums, because you know I got her new vanity and she's got all these little serums and stuff on her face. So she did that and oh, my skin is so yummy, and so she loves her vanity. And I was like, I don't know, I think your vanity might be better than mine now, because she used to sit her tail in my vanity all the time. Hasn't even set foot in my room. Whole time she was here, yesterday nor today, other than to sleep. I take that back. Other than to sleep, she couldn't care less about my room. But now she loves her vanity, so she does her little skincare there. And I knew we'd need to go to Dollar Tree, so we went to IHOP after cleaning the car, grabbed a little breakfast, and then headed over to Dollar Tree, where she tried to ball out. Let me tell you what I'm mad about, though, at Dollar Tree. Let's see if y'all can hear this. I'm running out. I'm running out of this cleaner. And so I have now gone to 3 different Dollar Trees and couldn't find it. I think they might be discontinuing it. And that's breaking my heart. Because for all the fruits and veggies and stuff I eat that go down my disposal, I ain't been having gnats. I had one gnat, and I looked for it the next day because I saw it when I was getting ready to go to bed. I said, oh, doggone, all that back and forth doing groceries, I brought a gnat in the house, right? So I looked for it the next day, and it was gone already. Like literally from night to day, gone. And I have a little candle that I burn in my bedroom, and so it's really a lamp, a heating candle thing. Y'all have seen it before. It goes over my candle. And so I'm looking in there because, gnats like light. I thought it would have gone to the light. That thing just disappeared, so I don't know where it is. But I'm mad that they don't sell that. Oh, but let me tell you what I did see. I tried to get that footage at the Dollar Tree, and then I tried to read this. This is that roller that I used on my face that made it look matte. And I swear, I don't know what it says. Is this an volcanic stone? There's no such thing that I know. Maybe it's volcanic. Is that a B? Y'all, I swear I know how to read, but this looks complicated. It won't focus. I'm gonna have to put the picture up. I'll take a picture of it and put that up. But I swear it's kind of hard to tell what that says. There we go. Oh, that's nice and clear, and I still can't tell. But I went ahead and got 3 of these. Because in my mind, I want to have one for like when I put on sunscreen, another one for if I have on makeup, and and just have them in different purses. But I bought a few of those. What else? We went to Costco. Girl, we went to Costco. First of all, how about when I was at the party before I left to go to Vegas, there were people in the camera cutting up and all that stuff. So I put the camera at Costco, just to have a wide angle view of us shopping. And why did senior couple go by? Bless that man's heart. He thought,
oh, look at that.
Let's try
it's
it.
Spying on us.
Oh my
They're
God.
spying
Hi
on
there.
us.
Hi. No, that's my camera. I'm just
So they spying on us.
Yeah, no.
The government.
That Costco was spying. I was like, with a camera this obvious? No, I'm sure they got 11 cameras up there. But he thought they were spying. I almost let him think that. I was like, no, sir, that's my camera. I'm just trying to show my friends that, I'm here shopping at Costco. Oh, okay. So then he walks on around the corner, and I could still hear him telling his wife, I don't know, she might work here too, because they got the secret shoppers. And I'm sorry, bless you. I told you the truth, but it's whatever. There's a huge part of me that thinks my re-entry, if ever, into the dating world is going to be a hard one, because I really don't even recognize when men are, like, they have to be overtly flirting with me, especially, and I ain't trying to be funny, but especially when they're of a different race. And so this Dominican dude, who can I compare him to that y'all might know? He gave me Giancarlo Esposito vibes. If you're familiar with the show Breaking Bad, and you know who Gus is, he kind of gave me those vibes, but he was a little lighter skin. So he had that kind of hair. He was flipping it back and forth, because when he told his people that we were going to dinner, he bam, right there in Spanish and stuff. So yeah, he gave me that kind of vibe. I've dated mixed men before, so just for reference sake, I would say he looked more mixish than he did. Like you look at Giancarlo Esposito, of course his name tells you, but to look at his face, he pretty much looks like a black man, you know. But no, this dude, you could tell, you know, from like kind of different angles-ish type of thing. So anyway, I say all that just to say that I really don't even recognize when men are flirting with me like that. When I was in Chicago, me and Polly popped up, visited Tasha in Chicago. We were sitting out on the rooftop, and Tasha was like, that white boy likes you every time you come back. Because I would go to the restroom or something. Or really, I would just step inside because it was hot. Rooftop, hot. You know, I'd be needing my breaks. But she was like, he would turn, he would face you, and da-da-da-da. I was like, really? I didn't quite notice. Like, I didn't see it. I thought he turned to have the conversation. Because, you know, that's what you do. You turn to the speaker or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know how successful my re-entry will be for the dating world. Because first of all, I need to be interested. You know, if I hadn't already been standing there looking at the menu and he hadn't said it was a comp, like if he would have just immediately, and that's the only, I promise you, the only reason we went over to the other casino and ordered up, because it was like, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. I don't know what's around me, I'm tongue-tied. But it's just a hop, skip, and a jump, literally maybe 30 steps from one door to the next door to go to the next casino. So I really thought they were connected. And I thought the comp was good for that as well. I mean, it wasn't entirely cheap. I want to say it wasn't as expensive, though, as Ruth's Chris's. But yeah, I wouldn't have really ordered with him then because I didn't really know him. I just thought, oh, here's a nice guy. His friends are still gambling. He's got to spend this comp. He's, you know, so that's really how that ended up happening. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm rusty. Rusty and uninterested. I don't know. Hot chat, 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 chat. Oh my gosh, I need somebody to save me from myself.
I'll have you home before it's dark, so let me know. Can I take you?
A simple move, never basic.
She caught me by surprise, I must say.